EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. Pulls it in at the 13. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First down, Giants.
Now Jones throwing on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. After that sack, third and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 more there and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that continuity is...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown,
14 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
Dalton and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. There's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
3rd and 3.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
No gain.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
4 yards. That's another Cowboy.
First and 10 for Dalton. Being chased out left. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he's able to put it through. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off 4 down.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
The Giants take over first and 10.
Jones and the Giants now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
25-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
On the play. And it brings up third.
7-7, our score after 1.
The end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Back to throw. Jones. Hard throw, incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense?
They'll try and throw for it here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Second and 7.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 4.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
About 3 yards there to the 27. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Looking for the end zone. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown.
Michael Gallup, 27 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
The extra point.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Giants 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
At the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Barkley. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Saquon Barkley.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And some room to roam now. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 3rd and long. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Jones throwing on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley there to make the grab. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The extra point is good.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
16 yards, a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The tight end, the ball carrier.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Leonard Williams.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. From midfield here, Dalton. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw, and it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Over on downs.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Again, it's Barkley.
At the Cowboys 40.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys 41. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
Off the bootleg. Jones. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
At the 37-yard line.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
1st down, Giants.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, they'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Barkley, the Giant ball.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. First carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Woods on the tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First down.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Second and 6 at the 13-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot.
Field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
14.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with time running out. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Giants 17.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Darius Slayton, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Darius Slayton, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Giants.
So going into the final play of this game,